It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He was brought down.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards. First down, Saints.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To Jared Cook.
Jared Cook,
New Orleans.
31 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Flushed out right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. On first down, Breeze. That's complete to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
To Alvin Kamara. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down. at the 5. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Carr now on 1st down. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him a first. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Now Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Carter completes it, and he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The 44-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Carr to throw again. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Carr again. Completes it to Adams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And now the ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Josh Jacobs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Josh Jacobs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 8-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 8 yards out. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
13-all. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And had to decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
So a good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Complete, Smith has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Breeze again. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Lining up for the
that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Carr to throw. This throw is going to be incomplete. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw again. Carr. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We all knew the situation. We're in the fourth quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On play action, now Breeze. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the
To throw is Breeze. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And this one complete to Smith. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Let it roll, and it's picked. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got a man open. It's hard to run from. And we're going down the line for getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
The 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
The Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Thomas is good. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Score Saints.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.